Behind the scenes were filled with countless tragic, heartbreaking, and straight up dark moments that your typical professional athlete didn't have to go through. In this video, we're going to tell the entire story of CJ Stroud, the setbacks he had to overcome in his personal life, and how he moved past them to eventually become an NFL star. Before I get into it, welcome to the War Room. Please consider subscribing to the channel if you're new, and let's get straight to it. On October 3rd, 2001, Coleridge Bernard Stroud IV, who later decided to go by the nickname of CJ, was born in Rancho Cucamonga, California, where he was the youngest of 4 kids. Though it's still unclear to this day where the J in CJ comes from, one thing that was clear early on was that he loved football. At the age of just 5 years old, his father Coleridge introduced him to the game, and from then on, he was hooked. Stroud's dad played a very interesting role in CJ's life story. Prior to his marriage with CJ's mom Kimberly, he had some run-ins with the law. From 1989 to 1992, he was arrested 3 different times and was convicted of felony drug possession, receiving stolen property, unlawful taking of a vehicle, and armed robbery, in which he served a sentence of 10 years in prison. But when he got out, he turned his life around, at least for the time being. He met CJ's mom, got married, and became a pastor at the Life Application Christian Center in Rancho Cucamonga. As a result, CJ's upbringing was deeply rooted in the church, and the religious values instilled in him at a young age were something that he kept with him throughout his entire life. On the field, CJ would light up his local football leagues. Willie Munford, Stroud's youth football coach, claimed that CJ was throwing 50-yard passes at the age of just 9 years old, and opposing coaches even complained to the league that Munford was cheating because they didn't believe Stroud was the same age as the other kids. He was CJ's coach for about 5 years. During this time, Coleridge would attend every single game. He cared so much about his son's development as a player that he would even argue with the coach during games. Munford grew accustomed to butting heads with Mr. Stroud.